depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, I'm here to bring you a little bit of an update in terms of the allocation for Shining Fates. Because remember, I think tomorrow maybe as you watch this, maybe 2 days, depends when this video goes up, we have actually got the second lot of Shining Fates products being released. I did do a video a couple of weeks ago showing you how March the 5th was looking like the busiest day ever. Not hyperbole, not clickbait. Well, go watch the video. I laid out in that video the ridiculous amount of stuff that was all being released on that particular day. And shall we say, it is plentiful. But the particular products about which we are concerned in this video are the new Shining Fates products. That is to say, the VMAX boxes and the mini tins. Now, I did hear a rumour, and I saw some photographic evidence which would seem to back it up, that certain B&M stores were actually selling these at the end of last week, a week before the release date. Well, needless to say, I, at the very first opportunity, ran to my local B&M, and unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, there was none, which is a little bit sad, but these are supposed to be dropping this coming Friday. That is what's supposed to be happening. And of course, the mini tins, for those that don't know, the mini tins come with 2 packs and an art card, and they retail for $9. And honestly, that's pretty good. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you're talking about just trying to get packs, these are the best option. Now, if you want more than just packs, we can sit and have a bit of an argument about it. But if all you're looking for is packs, I really do think it is pretty straightforward here. You want these. These are what you're after. They are the only product you can actually get where the RRP comes in at under £5 per pack. Now, admittedly, not that far under $5 per pack. You're talking about $4.50 per pack, and you can easily argue that the tins which come... Now, I did tell you that they were 6 packs and then ended up being 5 packs in Europe, which is a little bit sad. They are 5 packs in Europe, boo hiss, etc. But like over in the US, the tins, you're paying $30 for 6 packs. And then the Elite Trainer Box, you're paying $50 for 10 packs. They're all coming in about $5 per pack. Yes, obviously those other products have all the promos, etc. as well. But the point is, these are pretty good value. As for the VMAX collections, they're actually coming in at a bit over $5 per pack, but for me, these are the coolest Shining Fates products, because you're getting yourself a Shiny V and a Shiny VMAX, and your 7 packs, and your coin, and your Jumbo promo, which is really kind of cool. So, yeah, this seems like a ridiculous product. The problem is that the allocations are starting to come in from a bunch of products, and, well, there's good news and there's bad news, okay? For one of the products, it's good news. For one, it's bad news. We might as well start with the bad news. We can finish on a little bit of a high. These VMAX boxes, the one that look amazing, or the premium collections as they're actually called, these are being, unfortunately, pretty heavily allocated. It seems to be that most stores are being given 1 case of the premium boxes. That is to say, 3 of the Dragapult and 3 of the Crobat. 6 boxes total, 3 Crobat, 3 Dragapult, that's it. Now, I have heard rumours of stores that have been putting in orders for hundreds of cases. The theory, of course, being that if they put in the order for hundreds of cases and they're allocated 5 or 10%, they'll still get a bunch of cases. That was never going to work. The people who work in distribution over at Pokémon, or the companies that distribute for Pokémon, they've been here a little while, ladies and gentlemen. That was never going to work. It seems to be that the majority of stores, and I've spoken to a bunch of stores, it seems to be that the majority of them are getting 1 case that is free Dragapult and free Crobat boxes. Now, there are going to be exceptions. I'm sure there are some bigger stores out there that may have gotten more than 1. I've not heard of any, but I'm not ruling it out. And similarly, the estimated numbers I've seen suggest that some stores are essentially not going to be given these. And it's a little bit sad, but there are a few things to mention here, and the things we've covered in other videos, but it's worth just giving a little reminder here. First of all, this is a distribution issue. It is really hard to get stuff around the world at the moment. Like I mentioned in a previous video, generally speaking, these things are sent around the world in shipping containers, which are very, very cheap, but take quite a while. When you've got allocation like this, essentially what happens is they're sent by plane, which is nice and fast, and, you know, you can just get a plane to take your stuff more easily at the moment than a shipping container. But the problem there is that it's so much more expensive. So essentially what you have here is just a very small amount of product. As I mentioned in the previous video, why don't they delay? Because otherwise, I mean, if they do that, they're not actually releasing the product. And then their schedule gets all out of whack. It's far easier to release it in whatever numbers they can and push more stock as we go along. And that's the other thing which seems really important here. These are going to keep being printed. Like, I've used this example before. There are shops I have seen this past week that have been getting new deliveries of the Champions Path Elite Trainer Box. That product that was impossible to get hold of when it launched in September. Yeah, it's coming back. Still being printed. Still coming out. We are now 6 months from the initial release of that, and when it was initially released, it was really hard to find, and you couldn't get it anywhere, and everyone was scalping it, and it's still 6 months later being reprinted on a fairly regular basis. And if it keeps selling, more are going to be printed. I am missing out on my Dragapult and Crobat boxes. I put pre-orders in at my local game store. I'm going to go up there to pick up my Build and Battle box on Friday. I don't think I'm going to be picking up these boxes. I would like to pick up these boxes. That would make me a very happy Wossie. But the fact of the matter is, I think I'm being let down. I am one of the people, as I know a whole bunch of you watching are, who are being let down by the fact that this product is being very heavily allocated. Am I mad? No. I'm slightly disappointed. Disappointed because I want the product. Disappointed that I'd be able to do an opening, and I want to do a release day opening because they're far more popular and all of that. But these things happen. Stock will come in, as I've said in a bunch of videos, and I will keep saying, if you're in a position to do so, and I know not everybody is, I ain't judging no one. That's a lie, I'm judging scalpers. But I'm not judging any of you guys. Wait. Ignore the scalpers. Supply will keep coming. I know I'm not getting these premium collections this week. Well, I'm fairly sure at least. But I'm also very, very sure that I will get them eventually. It will happen. The better news does come with Shining Fates mini tins, and I'm not saying that these are going to be absolutely everywhere. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to saunter into shops and pick up these so you can get your Shining Fates wherever you like. But I am saying that the stores that I have spoken to, it's looking a lot better. I spoke to a couple of stores that ordered kind of 3 or 4 cases, and they are just getting what they ordered. I've spoken to other stores that put in bigger orders, and they're generally getting 40 to 50% of what they ordered. So we're still talking allocation. We're still talking products which are going to be a little bit more difficult to get hold of in the short term. They will keep being reprinted. But if you have put in pre-orders with stores, and I'm sure if you have, you've started to hear back in the last couple of days. If you have put in pre-orders with stores, I know that a bunch of the places I've spoken to aren't letting down customers, and the ones that are letting down very few, because a lot more of these are actually finding their way out there. Like I've said, they've been spotted in B&M. Am I going to go to my local B&M in the morning on Friday to see if they've got them? Oh my goodness, yes. Am I going to head on over to the other B&M down the road from my local game store, which is really not that local, it's like an hour drive either way, but it's the closest I've got, all right? Am I going to go to that B&M down the road from them to look? Of course I am. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit excited about it. So the key points to bear in mind are this. The premium collections are very heavily allocated. A lot of people are going to be let down. You're not going to see them on store shelves yet, but they will be reprinted. Have patience. The mini tins seem a lot better in terms of allocation, and although they are still allocated, although some stores have received their full order, Really depends on the store, how much you ordered, etc. It's looking a little bit better for them. Far fewer people are going to be let down. Again, these will keep being reprinted. And just an appeal for patience. I know it's tough at the moment, and I know that a lot of us aren't able to get the products that we actually want when we want them. I am like you. I like buying Pokemon cards. And at the moment, I'm not always able to get hold of everything that I want when I want it. In fact, the majority of the time at the moment, I'm being let down like you guys are. But we know that Pokemon are working hard to get more supply. They've told us this. So hang on in there, ladies and gentlemen. Things will only get better. And that is the closest I'm going to come to singing on this channel for quite a while. Hey, maybe when I hit 100,000 subs, let's get there. See where we land. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know your opinion about this. I want to know what you think, where you come down. I want to know everything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.